Happy Friday, everyone. Cat at Comics here. It's been a heck of a week. I work at a hospital, and we had the Joint Commission there all week, so it was a lot of long hours, a lot of hard work, and I am very happy to say that I'm glad that it's over. So I'm going to celebrate by showing a few comics, and these are some items that I picked up over the past few weeks. I did say comics, however, they're not comics. They're mostly magazines and a few graded comics. So the first is the Nom magazine. Now this came out approximately 2 years after the comic series began. Comic series started in 1986, and this came out in 1988. Each one of these magazines is comprised of 2 issues of the comic format. So 2 has 3 and 4, and then 4 has 5 and 6. If you're not familiar with the series, I would suggest reading it. You can find most of them in dollar boxes. Just an easy, quick read, fun if you're into war stories, which I am. Next, I picked this up at a local con, and it's the first printing of Stephen King's Creepshow. Now they just did release this as a reprint in this format. Pick this one up off of Amazon. You can tell the difference, aside from the date, is that it has the manufacturing company here, Plume, and then also on the back you have Stephen King's picture from the days of old, and then the newer ones you have his picture from what he looks like now. I picked this up for $10. It's not in the best of condition, but at that price, there's no way I could leave it there. I grew up watching this show. I think it was on Showtime, and it was great. Next thing I picked up is Legion of Monsters #1. It has Amphibian, Frankenstein's monster, and Dracula. It's a cool magazine. As I mentioned before, I'm into horror, so I'd pick anything up like that I find reasonable price. I saw this while I was perusing eBay and had to get it. Good Housekeeping, and it's an actual Good Housekeeping magazine, but on the front cover it has Deadpool. Thought that was kind of cool. And then if any of you are familiar with the new Image series Unnatural, which the B variant pictured the pit girl riding a pillow. That artist is Milo Manara, and I think he's most famous for comic books for doing the Spider-Woman issue, and I'm not sure what number that is right now. But this is a heavy metal magazine with one of his stories, Gulliver's Travels, and it's Milo Manara, and it's just a really cool story, and it has his kind of seductive artwork in it. If you're into him, I would suggest picking this up. This one is from 1997. And I actually have a whole collection of heavy metal magazines. When my father passed away, that's one of the things that he read, so I probably have about 200 of them. So I was digging through them, and the interesting thing is that the artists cross over from comics to that format. So there's, I think Bernie Wrightson did some stories. There's some other artists as well that are escaping me right now, but well-known comic artists. So that's kind of cool. Planet of the Apes. I grew up watching Planet of the Apes. Love the movies. Love the series. So this is #5. Just an awesome painted cover. And then have #10. #7. #12. And this is #9. I think I got each of these for $1. And then If you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm into Creature from the Black Lagoon. So this was a Warren magazine number 4, and it's Monster World, and it features Creature from the Black Lagoon, or the creature. This was a free magazine that most of you, I'm sure, picked up from your LCS. Just a great cover, leading up to Batman number 50. And I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber in the community, Key Comics Market Watch. He featured this in his latest video. And I especially want to give him a shout out just because he's so supportive of other YouTubers and those of us who are starting our channels or have low subscribers or subs. He has started to give shout outs on his channel. So it just shows his giving nature and that it's bigger than him, that he embraces the community as it should be. So I just want to give him a shout out. So if you have not subscribed to him, I would suggest doing so and check him out. And once again, that's Key Comics Market Watch. I picked this up. This is not the best copy. It's a 6.0, but it's Forever People. The first full appearance of Darkseid and the first appearance of Forever People. Pick this up. Submariner number 1. It's a 6.5. I picked this up. There's nothing really significant about it, other than when my father passed away, and I took possession of his iPad. This is one of the comics. My dad read books ferociously. He had probably about 500 books, and then he had a few comics as well, actually, when he passed away. And I didn't know because at the time I really wasn't into comics. I was into comics when I was younger, got out of them, and then kind of got back into them after he passed away. But he had Batman 227 and some Silver Age Superman. Superman he really liked in early Batman. So I have those, which I don't know if I've shown those in a video or not, but if not, I'll dig those out. But anyway, on his iPad, from his iTunes store of books he had bought, he had this comic book, and I have no idea why, but I read it then, and it just made me think of him. And it's a 9.8. It's a New Avengers 1 from 2005, and it was like, I think I was the only bidder. Maybe it was like $9 or $10 for this, so I just picked it up just because of sentimental reasons. And lastly, kind of a lower grade, but this was another scenario where I was the only bidder, and this is Batman 1 from 2011, the Scott Snyder series. It's 9.2 and has his signature here. And like I said, I think I was the only one who, well, I know I was the only one who bid, and I think I won this for like $26. I had bought the trade and read those, and then I had picked up the later series and read those. I just really liked it. And initially, when this was hot, this series, raw, these were going for about $100. They've since dropped significantly, but for $26, I couldn't pass it up. All right, well, thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like the video or the channel, then please give a thumbs up and then also subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope each of you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.